At the beginning of the year, we knew we had a lot of talent. We just had some young guys in important roles, and so it took them a few games to step into their role and get used to playing professional baseball. And then right before the first half ended and then the second half started, we started playing well, pitching it well, hitting, defense, everything started to click at the right time, and we kind of took off from there.
All right. Has the clubhouse gotten better as you guys have gotten better? Has each sort of fed on the other?
Yeah, definitely. The clubhouse is the guys in it have come together, been closer, do stuff off the field together more. Bus rides are more fun. Everybody, you see more guys eating lunch together, going out to dinner, doing the small things, and then it's shown on the field.
All right, it's almost gotten to the point now. Let's just not mess this up with this. Are we at that point right now, you think?
Yeah, I mean, we're a pretty loose team. We got a lot of veteran guys who've played professional baseball, who've played in the playoffs, who know what it's like on a daily basis, and then we have the young guys who are pretty talented, and that helps that they're on our team. And our pitching staff has been doing their job as of late, and so if we can keep that going, I think we have a good shot at winning this.
One hitting picks up the pitching, pitching picks up the hitting on any given night. That's what it's been for the last month, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. One day we'll score 5, 6, 7 runs, and like the last 2 games, we'll throw 2 shutouts. And when it's both clicking, it's scary because we're a good team. So if hitting's not having it that day, pitching will pick them up, and vice versa. So I think we got a good combination of all 3: hitting, pitching, and defense.
Key to this series is what?
Throwing strikes and winning the first one. I think winning game 1 is the most important, and we get the first 2 at home. So hopefully we can win them both and carry that in to taking 1 of 3 at their place.
Yeah, does it really matter who you're playing at this point?
No, right now it's what can we do to win, how we can execute, how we can eliminate mistakes. Because as you see in the playoffs, it's usually the first team to make a mistake loses. So try to minimize mistakes, throw strikes, execute when we got runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs, stuff like that, do the small things. And then we think the score will take care of itself in the end.
You guys only saw them 3 times, I think, this year. What do you guys know about about your opponent?
Nothing. I was here, and I remember the field, but other than that, I couldn't tell you personnel at all. I know tomorrow when we get there, or when they get here, we'll take a look at their lineup and their pitching staff for the hitters and stuff like that. So right now, not much. I know their leadoff guy's pretty good, pretty scrappy. Other than that, we'll just go out and play our game, and hopefully everything takes care of itself on the field.
Does that kind of help you guys out coming into this part of the year? You just get to go out and really just try and play baseball. You don't have to worry about matchups or anything like that.
Yeah, so after 140-plus games, you kind of figure out what you need to do, what makes you better. So in the end, you don't really worry about the other team. You go out there and you make your pitches and pitch to your strength and play the game to your strengths, as opposed to trying to revolve your game around their weaknesses. So I think us going in and just trying to execute our game will take care of itself.
Is there any pressure, or is it just business as usual?
I don't think there's any pressure. Maybe when the umpire says play ball tomorrow night, there might be a little pressure, but right now and the bus ride home, everybody's pretty loose, having fun, enjoying the moment. I think that's the big thing, just stay in the moment, enjoy it. Not many times you'll play playoff baseball, so for the next 5 games, I'm sure we'll just go out there, have fun, play loose, and hopefully play our cards right.
How much experience, or how valuable is the experience of playoff baseball?
It's huge. I know the Padres want to see guys playing in pressure situations and pressure games, and that's what you got. You got 3 rounds of playoff baseball, and it's very important, and I think it springboards you into next year and years to come. And then when you are put in San Diego, you've played in some important baseball games along the way, that when the bright lights are on in a major league stadium, that you know how to handle it and take care of yourself.
For you moved on a little bit there, and so you get to come back and be a part of this. What's that mean?
It's awesome. I'm very fortunate and honored that they brought me back. I know the guys kind of gave me a hard time for leaving, asking me if we win it all, do I get a ring, because I wasn't here for all 140 games. But yeah, it's awesome. I was here for 134 games, and I left for 6 of them and then came back. So it was nice talking to Mark Pryor and letting me know that I'm going back for the playoff run, and it's important to me because I was here most of the year. So, yeah, it's an honor.
And then for you, how do you prepare? Because not knowing kind of when and where you're going to be used, how different is that compared to some of these other guys?
Well, when you have your starters going 5-6 innings with 0 runs, it takes the pressure off of you, whatever situation you're used in. And 2 years ago for Anthony, I played playoff baseball, and I was used anywhere from the 3rd inning to the 7th inning. So, you just be ready whenever, you stay loose, kind of joke around, keep your mind off things, and go from there when your name's called.
How fun is it to continue playing for Anthony in this situation?
It's good because he knows me a little bit, and I know him and what to expect from each other. So, yeah, this is our parts of 3 years playing together, short season, my first year here, last year a little bit, and then this year all year. So, yeah, it's nice having that familiarity. I think it's huge, and it lets you go out there and play loose because he knows what you have and you know what he has.
What's he bring to this team to make it the team that it is?
Well, he coached us or managed us in the playoffs 3 years ago, so he brings that experience, and he's not far removed from the game from playing, so he kind of knows what we need to do to put us in situations to be ready for the game, and pregame, and when to take days off and steps back, and when to work hard and stuff. And I think he's a big reason why finding that balance of rest and play that's really helped us this second half be as successful as we have been.